Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are we live? I don't know if we're live. We'll have to see. I think we're live. Testing, testing. This is the ground control to Major Tom. Are we live? I think we are. Hello, everyone. My name is Seun Dunes, and I am here procrastinating on making a video by instead doing another chess stream. I really should have made that video by now. I am very, very slow. We are playing here on what is a Sunday morning here from Down Under in Australia, but Saturday, I assume, with most of you. A happy weekend to all of you. I hope you're all having a delightful weekend. Hello, Paras. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. It's been a while. Hello again, Tyrese. How are you doing today? Hope it's all going well. I'm just getting things set up here on my end. This should just take me a moment. Just gonna test the sound. There we go. We have sound. Let there be sound. Today we're gonna just talk, have fun, do some chess. Of course, when I'm playing an actual game, I can't look at chat, but after the game, I'll be able to come back and catch up on what's happened. Basically, just a normal Seun Dunes stream, to be honest. Sylphonic Monk, hello, welcome. It's been some time. How are you? FGO, the world is redundant. True, for what is the world but FGO if, well, that would be spoilers. Andy, hello, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. We're playing some chess today. As you can see, we currently are on the puzzle menu. I sometimes like to do puzzles because I'm so hopeless at them. So we're going to start with some puzzles, then I'm going to play some games. Whenever I'm looking at a game or when I'm doing a puzzle, I will not be looking at chat. Fair play rules and all that. You know, you have to honor the code. But then between games, between puzzles, I'll be back to have a look and catch up. Oh, thank you. Yes, I know that would be checkmate. Okay, even I can do that one. Excellent. All right, white's move. Calculate correctly and you'll win my queen. So, what is the calculation here? There's a move that I can do that will win me the queen. But what is it? I'm really bad at puzzles, if you can't tell. So, the move... So, the move has to be something that wins me the queen. Now, it's not going to be the sort of Seun Dunes level move. Or maybe it is. I don't see how I win the... Ah, wait. Oh, wow. Okay, well, this is a more advanced player, because a rookie player would sort of just lose out. Okay, do you know what? I will take that. Dark Enigma, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Andy, good. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you, Andy. I am. It's very. I should say the day is bright and new here, full of possibility. It's very early in the morning, but I hope it's good where you are as well. Salud, salud. I'll be in trouble if you capture my knight. Okay. But how do I want to do that? I think this is going to be a trade-off. So I think the idea is queen. So here's my theory. Just the game theory, of course. Queen to take knight. Queen takes queen. Knight to d6, which then forks the king and the queen. I think that's the theory here. There we go. You're making this look easy. Thank you. I think that will change shortly. Don't know how many puzzles. Okay, that's the daily limit. 3 puzzles a day. Okay, well, we started with some puzzles. We'll move on to a game shortly. Omega, welcome to the stream. Jordan, welcome to the stream. Hope you're both doing well. Bring time to a halt. I will need to do that. I'll need to summon all of Dio's powers if I'm going to win these games. I have a tendency to run out of time. Nope. Don't want that. So we're going to play a 5-minute game, then we'll see what tournaments are going on. I've actually been playing a few tournaments off stream. I picked up a decent win over a player much better than me, and then lost to someone considerably worse, so action and reaction, right? Alright, we're up against an 893. I'm going to be away from chat for a bit. Here we go. It's a 5-minute game. I'm playing with the white pieces. Ooh, I don't like this. Whenever they play like an unconventional pawn opening, I kind of get nervous because I don't know what I'm meant to be doing. So you just don't put the pawn here now. Do you know what? Let's let the other knight out so that we can at least defend this move. We can always backtrack if we really have to. I know I'm locking in my dark square bishop, but I can live with that, honestly. Let's just play an ultra defensive start. Of course, surrendering the center, the opposite of what you're meant to do in chess. If you are new to chess, do not do as I do. In fact, don't do as I say or as I do, because I really don't know what I'm doing. Okay, that was an early blunder. And now we just retreat. Okay, so he's not necessarily protecting all his pieces all the time, but he's sacrificing time. Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming next, because my next move was going to move the pawn to there. Honestly, let's open up the game a little. He can't, while this pawn's here, he can't sort of do this, so my bishop is safe. That said, let's put some pressure on his dark squared stuff. So he's got a knight, bishop, and queen all lined up. Okay, I don't love what I just did. So why did you do it soon? Excellent question. I don't know either. Let's see if he's not. I'm just trying to open up the space for my bishop, really. Ooh, what was there? Okay, just a pawn. I can live with that. Let's move the rook. Ah, why didn't I take back? What am I doing? Okay, Sin, calm down. No rushing moves. Stop rushing moves. Stop rushing moves. See, you can't do that now. I'm assuming the next move is there. Put a check on there and then... But I just don't see the point because everything's covered at the moment. Honestly, let's move the king into the corner. Ugh, I still feel extraordinarily aggravated that I did not take that bishop. Let's just block everything off for now. The one problem I have is we look like we're doing well with 2 pieces ahead, technically, but I just feel like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like this position at all. I don't like that I've allowed this pawn on to here already. I always get rank and file confused. Is it 3rd rank, 3rd file? I just don't like that I've already allowed it there. Worried also he just swings this across to protect it. Because I kind of want to go for an aggressive move here. Let's see how it pays off. Might as well. I don't like my position. I'm assuming pawn moves here next. Or he might just swing this across to protect this. Oh, wow. He's already doubling up, huh? All right. I did not anticipate that. I really don't like this position. And he's managed to basically protect everything on a light square, on a dark square rather. I'm willing to take this risk. I would love him to move it down here just so I can do this now. By the way, the strategy, just I'm willing to say, is for me to move my rook here. Oh. Alright, let's see what happens here. So this will take this. And that way he gets to cover this square, which is what I'm assuming was the point of that move. Let's do this. Let's trade. One of us is losing our rook. Let's see who. Probably both. I've committed a lot of blunders in this game already, so I am slightly nervous. I really don't like the position I'm in right now. Just trying to weigh up my options here. His queen covers everything. Honestly, I'm gonna do this. Again, I'm technically 2 pieces ahead, 2 points ahead because of the bishop. Well, it's 2 extra pawns, really, but it's because of the bishop versus an extra pawn. But it doesn't feel that way because my white squared bishop isn't really doing anything of substance at the moment. Technically, it's protecting this back rank. That's all it's really contributing. Otherwise, I'm not doing anything with it, to be honest. I mean, I could threaten out here. Let's see what that does. Also, he's double protecting this pawn. So this pawn is, like, central to his strategy. Problem is, the queen is protecting everything. The queen is just so perfectly placed. I kind of want to move here. Do I take the risk? Because if I move up here, he moves the pawn here to threaten the rook. But if I don't do anything, I'm in trouble. I'm in time trouble as it is. Mostly because I just keep yapping. Do you know what? Let's go for it. Game over! Game over, dude! Game over! Oh, it's game over. Oh, well. Yep, and he's like, what the hell is this guy doing? How is this guy rated even 886? When he's just putting his queen in the line of fire of my bishop. It's the first game, guys. It's the first game. That's my excuse. My excuse is this is the first game. Okay? I don't normally just hang my queen. Oh? Okay. Okay, he didn't take it. Back we go. Okay. That was scary. Wait, do you know what? Fine, let's trade. Sure. Take my bishop. Go ahead. Ah, it's checkmate. I wasn't paying attention. Yep. Bye-bye. Is it checkmate? Yeah. Again, I'm just snapping too much to moves. I don't think there's anything I can do. Yep, well deserved. Well deserved. I just kept blundering game after game after game. Not every game goes your way, but there are always some learning moments that are worth reviewing. I don't think there's anything worth reviewing, though. I think there was just some blatantly obvious mistakes. Like, I felt physical revulsion to my own moves, which generally isn't a good sign, guys. Here's a top tip. I can't give much advice on chess, as you can see, but what I can say is that when you feel in your gut that what you've done is a tremendous screw-up, you might be onto something. But try and feel it before you move, rather than after, which tends to be my strategy. Alright, chat, I'm back. Let's have a look. Jordan, Cena, Orton, hype check. Decently. I am more inclined to the WWE product anyway. As I ranted last time, for me, wrestling is about more than just in-ring technique. In fact, I think that's one of like 10 factors. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know if it's going to be a great match, but I'm looking forward to seeing what the story that they tell. Because they are 2 master storytellers. They have a wealth of experience. I sort of grew up with them. I kind of had dipped out by the later parts of their rivalry, but their earlier stuff, I sort of stopped watching about 2008, 2009. So I caught the earlier stuff. So, I mean, for all of us, I think it's just a nice little throwback. You're far better at chess than I am. I doubt that, Dark Enigma, not after that game. By the way, I hope you're right. Yeah, I recognize you, Jordan. I actually recognize you under the name Jordan Jury as well. I'm not sure if you had both on the same platform, or maybe you had one on Twitch, one on YouTube, but I remember you doing under both. Andy, I've been watching your channel for a while, specifically your Servant Breakdowns. I think your humor makes it a great entry point for people who want to start playing. Well, thank you very much, Andy. That's very kind. That's sort of what I was targeting with the game, very much for newer players, as I feel, at least when I first started, I was quite new to gacha in general as well. So I wanted to make something completely beginner-friendly, whether it's people who had experience in non-fake gacha or people who are maybe new to the genre entirely. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Welcome, Zero. Welcome to the stream. Sorry you had to watch that. Hope you're doing well. In the past year, I've played once and lost. Well, Sylphonic Monk, I mean, that's because you didn't play me. Now let's see who the next lucky person is who gets to play me this time. Alright, this time we're playing with the black pieces. And I hate these awkward pawn openings. This looks like the kind of guy who tries to wreck you with, wreck you with the queen early on. So what I'm going to try and, let's try and mess around a little bit. This is probably going to end badly for me, by the way. Again, I don't ever advise doing this. But I am curious how this will work. We just keep pressuring the queen, basically. And that's why. Keep pressuring the queen, they'll make a mistake. That's what you do. That's what you do. Keep pressuring the queen, and eventually you force an error. And there we go! Let's go! Woo! See? Whenever the opponent brings out the queen early on, what I try and do is I just apply pressure, 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 because they're going to slip up eventually if they're about my level, because I would slip up and I would blunder my queen. One thing to bet is St. Louis will cheer for Randy, unlike Cody, who got booed. That's true. It's his hometown. He said he wasn't sure how it's going to go. I think they'll be cheering him. Thank you. Yes, we got a win. It was very quick. We're 1-1 on the stream now. Back to 500. My goal in every stream is to have a 500 record. All right. Now we go on to game 3, which will be our final game before we enter the tournament. If you are new to the channel or new to the streams, please, if you do enjoy, feel free to leave a like. It does help the stream and it allows it to be seen by more people, so more people can come and watch and we can have a nice time. On that note, one more 5-minute game. All right, we're against quite a good player here. This rating is definitely a little bit above where I normally am. This opening, these sort of, I don't know if I describe them as almost hyper defensive openings, always have me a little bit nervous. Okay, they've already put the knight back. Let's advance. Just see where this goes. This is like hyper defensive. I tend to be a more defensive player, so I'm always a little bit nervous when I see a player who plays like this, because generally it means I'm in a bit of trouble. Oi, 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 and that's why. Now I'm the one blundering. Alright, let's have a look. I'm assuming the bishop will take this, maybe? Yeah. Alright. Let's slide the queen over. I want to get out of the queen's rank file. I need to learn which one's rank and file. I'm trying to see what the point of that move was. I'm not quite understanding it. Let's humor it. Yeah, I'm very confused. What was the sort of intention there? Alright, that's okay. But again, what's the objective here? Again, I see he's pressuring my queen and all that. Like that I noticed, but... in the just vain hope he actually takes my rook. Let's see if we can force a bit of an error here. I doubt it, but... we can't, like, mate him, per se, but... if we can at least put enough pressure... just want to try something. So he has to move here now. Again, I did not plan this offense. Okay, he can do that too, I guess. He has a bishop and a knight over me, so how much do I want to risk here? Does he take with the king or the knight? By the way, this game, I think, barring a massive error of judgment, is probably over. It's pretty decisive at this point, to be honest. I just made way too many blunders in the off. But do you know what? That's good. Let's get all our blunders out before we try and enter a tournament, where I shall no doubt maintain the blundering. I'm assuming he moves this to here. Yep. That was a very dumb move on my part. Because he's got like a double attack on the knight now. And I don't really have anything to counter. I mean, I could do this, but it's all I really can do. He's going to take it with the bishop. Yeah. And a queen trade would be suicidal at this point. That's checkmate. What am I doing? Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, that's just painful. That was absolutely painful. Let's look at the tournaments. That was just bad. All right, chat, we're back up. Oh, yes, absolutely, Tyrese. I am a professional chess player who loses to 800s with frequent regularity. Regularity. What the hell is regularity? Oh, thanks, Andy. I do appreciate it. It's always nice to hear if the series has helped anyone. I'm really behind with FGO JP. I don't really follow the story anymore. I kind of dropped out after Lost Belt 5. Lost Belt 5 for me was my finale. That was really what I was interested in. Lost Belt 6, as I think I've said on one or two occasions, it isn't my cup of tea. It's everything about Type Moon worse I don't really care for. 1100 crazy, man. That's way above my level. Way above. 1100's impressive. If there's a chess catcher. Do you know what? I'm surprised if there isn't. There has to be out there some mobile game with chess waifus. Horsey-chan. Everyone loves Horsey-chan. It's a 24-hour arena. My gosh. Let's have a look at the ratings in here. We're going to see some genuinely terrifying ratings, I'm sure. 3-minute games, huh? Put me against 1600. Let's just be destroyed. Alright, in we go. Game 1. Oh gosh, it's 3 minutes. I am really bad at 3 minutes. I am slow at 5 minutes. Imagine how slow I am at 3 minutes. Oh, hello. Okay, that took me a little by surprise. He's going to move the knight here, I'm guessing. I'm always a little slow in remembering how to defend. Oh. Alright, sure. Take it. Honestly, I don't really care about that pawn. Alright, there we go. That's all I wanted to do. Maybe? This knight is screwed no matter what. So the one thing we can do is to wait. Doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Come on, let's trade. Excellent. Don't know why you traded, but we did. All right. Now I feel a bit uncomfortable because I also don't like having my queen out by itself. Like, it can be destructive. Against the right opponent, a queen out by itself can just wreak absolute havoc. But against the wrong opponent, it can be pretty bad. Okay, luckily our rooks are now pretty free to go. So what I'm assuming he's going to do, right, is he's going to take this next, okay? No, he's not. Okay, I have absolutely no idea what my opponent's doing. Turns out I am not the prognosticator that I thought. And again, the time of these games is too low for me to really plan ahead. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. You know what? Screw it. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of does my work for me. My real concern was that I was gonna have to, like, trade. Go back. Oh, wow, he really just does not care. I have a really specific goal here. Basically, I want to checkmate on this square, right? So I need to be able to block his queen from just going back here. And there's also a phenomenal chance I lose on time, by the way. I really don't like this. Alright, I need to speed up. Alright, let's just focus. He has to take with the pawn. Or he could do that. Why the hell did I do that? Yeah, this one's over. This is a bad defeat. As you can see, the opponent is rated quite a bit below me. I just need to move. He says, going slower than ever. I need to move, and then I proceed to move about a third of the speed of my opponent. No, don't do that. Actually, cancel, cancel. No, no, cancel. Ah! How do I cancel my moves? That was a disaster. Oh my gosh, that was a disaster. I just panicked. I just completely panicked. Like, throughout the whole thing, my brain was just foggy. That was disastrous. That was a massive oof. Oof. Like the Minecraft. Oof. Welcome, Effidel. Welcome, Taxido. Hope you're both doing well. Yeah, sorry I had to see that. No problem, Taxido. Enjoy karaoke. Hope you have fun. And you'll probably do better than I do at chess. I am getting humiliated at every stretch. Although I will say the guy who just beat me is actually on a winning tear right now. He's on a winning streak, so... Alright, here we go. I have to win this one. I have to win. Like, no disrespect to my opponent. You know, all the best to them. Our difference in rating is so big. If I lose this... Okay, they're actually just not there. That would be the easiest way to win. Oh, no, no. He faked us out. I'm okay, guys. I know how en passant works. I can't afford to lose this one. You know what? Let's exchange queens. Generally, if you're a higher rating than your opponent, exchanges are pretty good, if I recall. Okay, he's in a castle now. Nope, he's not. That's fair. I feel like I made a mistake somewhere. I definitely made a mistake. Somewhere in my thinking. A mistake was made. The one advantage that you tend to have against lower rated opponents is time. That is the one thing, typically. That was a dumb move, but it's a dumb move I can come back from. And it's a dumb move because I'm playing hyper offensively here. I just need to keep hitting offense, offense, offense. That's the only way to play this one. And actually, it was just a dumb move. You know what? It was just a dumb move. I completely miscalculated. Stupid move. Stupid soon. Also, I do feel bad for my opponent because they keep disconnecting. Yeah, I should have just taken with the... Yeah, don't know what I was doing. Should have just taken with the bishop. But I don't know, my brain had some fancy scheme going on that just didn't exist. Okay, that works too. Alright, finally let's free up the bishop a little. The poor bishop's just been stuck, because my game plan has basically been play hyper offense, but without really thinking. Now, I'd rather keep my knight, so I hope this doesn't come to pass, but if it does, we are prepared for the next move. So, well, let's just move the pawns up. Right, let's get our knight out the way. Again, I'm all for playing offensively at this stage. Just go on the attack. There's no real reason not to. Like, the moves I'm making are really not good. I can't stress that enough. But I have over a minute up on time. I'm up on material by quite a bit. We can go here because I do have some fallback places. Let's see if this trap works. It did. Bless him. Next, I want to try and lure the bishop out. Again, they're trying their best. Like, they're playing absolutely fine. For their rating, they're doing absolutely fine. I just want to stress that. What we want to avoid is an accidental draw here, so just make sure the rook, their rook, stays safe. And there we go. Alright, we pick up our first win. Bless them, they were rated below 200. Welcome, Azan. Hope you're doing well today. I'm also 850 on this. Well, you're probably a better 850 than I am. I am a very lucky 850. I'm probably, my level, if I'm being truthful, is probably more in the high 600s. That's probably where I am. I've gotten lucky in a few games. My knowledge of theory is next to none. I play one opening, which is a dreadful one. Okay, here we go. Is this game 3 of the tournament for us? It is, right? All these unusual pawn openings. What's going on? Everyone is playing them as well. It's not like just one person. I'd love to say that it's not going to continue, but I have a terrible feeling it will. Alright, what about everything else? Let's go. I'm guessing that's what they're doing next, right? You don't see too much of this stuff anymore. In the level I'm more accustomed to, you see that sort of pawn attack on the G and H file, and where they sort of do go on the offensive. Honestly, we'll go on the offensive here. I'll take the risk, just because I kind of want to see something. I want my opponent to be the aggressor here, just because I want to see something. Alright, let's trade. I don't know what the purpose is of this trade, but I'll trade. He wants to simplify the position. Okay. Yep, king moves there. That makes perfect sense. I'm guessing the rook will now move to c8, potentially. Yep. Well, it was worth a shot. You may have no idea what I was doing there. Don't worry, neither do I. Let's try and play an offensive move. Next will be pawn down to a6. And then I'm kind of stuck. Which is the problem with many of my strategies. They don't really go anywhere. Wow, that's a hyper-offensive strategy. I'll take advantage. We can win the rook next move if we really need to. Okay, let's see. See how we can end this. Queen goes here, king has to move there. We just end in constant retreat. Whereas if I do... No. Don't want to draw. This is where it starts to get a bit difficult. If I go here, this is the square I want to be on. Oh, hello. Kind of stuck, to be honest. He's thinking about moving his knight, is what he's doing. I couldn't really advise it. Alright, now we're stuck a little. So, I think the next move we do, let's just give ourselves some protection. I really don't like our position, by the way. Like, really don't like our position now. Alright, that's okay. I'll take this pawn. This diagonal is everything, basically. We're kind of reliant on him making a mistake if we're going to win, to be honest, at this point. Well, there is always the time element of it. Alright, he's playing very defensively. Let's block that off. Whatever he's going for, I don't want to see it. I'm happy for my king to retreat here, to be honest. And then for us to charge the f2 pawn forward. We march. I'm trying to open up this rank. Yes. There we go. Again, this is all about positioning. There we go. Whee! Okay, it became a time battle right at the end. That was nerve-wracking. This is nerve-wracking. 3 minutes is much less than I normally play. And quite frankly, I am pretty bad at it. But we still pick up a win. I think we're 2-1. Well, wait, 2 out of 3 at the moment? 2 out of 3. But my gosh. I got reminded of a weird case where a guy cheating chess using butt plug. Now, Jordan, I have to speak to this. You're on about Hans Niemann. He did not use a butt plug. Now, whether he cheated or not, that's up for debate. I'm not going to get involved in that. I think there's a legal case ongoing. Or maybe it was thrown out. I don't know. No idea. But the butt plug thing was a guy in a Twitch chat of a chess channel called Chessbra, which is 2 chess grandmasters over on Kick, I think they are now. And a guy suggested that it could have been a butt plug or anal beads. It was not anal beads. This was a hearsay rumor from a chat. And somehow it exploded. It was on Colbert. It was in the mainstream press. It was everywhere. All from Twitch chat. So when they say you can't make a difference, yes, you can. Just say something wild but not offensive or rude or, you know, whatever in chat. And apparently, if you say it in the right channel, it won't be this one, sorry, then it can get caught and become a mainstream phenomenon. It was a very interesting story. And back we go. The next game. All right, we're playing with the black pieces this time. Haven't we been playing with the white pieces a lot, actually? Or is my memory just bad? My memory could be bad. I feel like we've been playing with the white pieces a hell of a lot. Oh, wow. That's very aggressive. Just taking the pawn from the off. Holy smokes. Poor guy never had a chance. All right. I'm not... Okay, I'm a bit flabbergasted by this, to be honest. I'm not sure if you can be a bit flabbergasted. No, can you? Flabbergasted is quite the extreme statement, but... I'm taken aback. There you go. I honestly don't know how to play this one. This guy takes everything. I admire it. It's a very bold way of playing. I'm assuming his plan is to go here, maybe? Let's just cover all, like, possibilities. Don't know why I'm taking so long. I do not have that time. I cannot be down on time. Okay, we're just playing hyper defensively now. I don't really know how this happened. Honestly, there's no good move for me here. That's the best move. At least we're cutting him off from castling. That's honestly the best thing I can say about our position right now. Now if we take this, we're in a position of power. Because that can't really happen because I just take it back. Plus we obviously have the bishop attacking as well. This feels like a massive fight when it's really just over a pawn. I want to lose my bishop. Okay. Maybe I don't. Interesting. Check. Bishop moves here. I think. Maybe queen moves there. I don't know. If bishop moves there, I take the... Okay, sure. Let's trade. Alright, let's get funky. We are now in a really funky game, so check. I'm assuming king moves here. No? Okay, we take the rook. Just need to keep applying pressure. Sometimes that's all you need to do. If you're joining, my name is Jeans. We are playing in a 24-hour arena. We're not going to be here for 24 hours, though. Don't worry. And we are getting our butts largely kicked, but we learn. And what is life but one long lesson? In my case, a lesson of pain, as I get my butt repeatedly whooped. Although I will say, we're not doing too badly here. take whatever pieces you can. Oh, I made a big mistake there. Do you know what? I am willing to trade rooks. You don't think he's going to take my bishop, right? He means to take my rook here. Right? Nope, he means to take my bishop. All right, now my big thing is I want to avoid stalemate, so... Move up, move up, move up. Damn it. Okay, pawn. He has to move here, right? Doing, doing. Oh, mate. There we go. All right, that's 3 of 4. Again, so far we've beaten everyone we're meant to beat, and we've lost to everyone we're meant to have beaten, or something like that. The entire thing sounded fake. I know, it really did. "24-hour stream when?" I don't know. Don't know about that, Tyrese. Don't know if we'll be having a 24-hour stream. That might be a little bit much. I know some people who do it. Not sure that's for me. Sorry, Crazy Man. I'm in the tournament at the moment. Maybe when I'm a little bit better. For an 1100 as well. Amoidai likes to write stuff that's cross between WWE and Nasivus. I respect that. I'm into some Nasivus as well. I'm into FGO and some Fate Works. And obviously I know, I've been watching WWE for, well, on and off. So I started watching 26 years ago. I'm old. It's funny, on Twitter I always see these people talking with a lot of knowledge, I'm sure, behind what they're saying. Very opinionated discussions they're having. And then you learn they're like 21 years old. And I'm like... I've been watching longer than you've been alive. I'm really old. All right. On to the next game. Here we go. It is against a really good opponent. Wow, this could be tough. All right. All hands on deck. Everyone else is playing weird pawn openings. Why not me? Why not me? Because I blocked myself in here. Because my normal strategy does not work, excuse me, with this type of pawn opening. As he or she has now undoubtedly noticed that my strategy does not compute with the moves I have made. And that's why they're pausing for a sec. It's like, is this guy serious? Did he really put this pawn here just to block it with a knight? A pawn here just to block this bishop with a knight? And to be honest, I'd be asking the same questions. But you underestimate, my friend. I am willing to run away. I'm assuming something like this, maybe? You see, the difference between my opponent and I is my opponent is laying a very complex strategy to attack me from multiple fronts. I'm just moving pieces hoping they do something. And in a nutshell, that's the difference between a 1300 and a guy who's really a 600. It begins. Actually, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I was going to put that there then. That was stupid. What am I thinking? Why do I feel like I'm already losing? Just kind of want to cut off everything for this knight here. He has to do something with the knight. It's hanging right now. He could just retreat it, put it like back to here, you know. Oh, Okay, yeah, that works. What do I want to take with? That was probably the wrong move because I've completely blocked off my queen now in here. Remember what I was saying earlier about how the better player wants to simplify the position? Well, in this case, I'm not the better player, and I've simplified the position. A fascinating question. Why did I do it? I don't know. Okay, there was a free pawn. I was going to say, there is a free pawn here. I'm not going after it, but... Alright, I'm going to simplify the position some more. Because he has to move the bishop at this point. Which means I can take the rook. He'll take back. So we'll simplify it. He has to move the bishop. Or he could always just move the rook here too, actually. He doesn't have to move the bishop. Okay. Alright, this should be interesting. He's going to move the rook back here. Yep. Predictable. Queen here. Yep. Rather king there. Damn, why did I do that? That was dumb. That was dumb. That was really, really dumb. That was really dumb. There was a way to save that. I played this really badly, by the way. Yep. Oh, gosh. I am playing this so badly. Yep, it's over. I've just played this completely wrong. Do I play? Yeah, let's play for it. Yeah, I messed this up completely. Yeah, mate. Yeah, I messed it up, and then I could only play for a draw. After about a while, I was like, do you know what? The only way I'm going to escape this is if I can somehow get a draw. I messed it up. Let's see if we just go back. The part where I completely messed up was... Well, I mean, you could say the start, to be honest. The whole thing was a mistake. His rook was far more activated than mine, so my rook wasn't activated, so trading all the pieces was a intriguing decision. But where I really lost it, I mean, I don't know. Every move I'm making here is just bad. This. He can't do that, so... That's the move here. He has to move back, and at least then we have some semblance. I can move the king forward, etc., etc. We have a fairly strong force here, even if he goes on the attack, you know. So on and so forth, right? At least we have something. That's why I made the mistake there. Wait, see, watching Austin Vince rivalry? I was really young, I should say, when I first started watching, like, really young. So I'd have watched towards the end of the Austin Vince rivalry. I don't remember much of it. I remember random matches on Heat and Jonathan Coachman presenting, what was it called? It was like a recap show. Because I wasn't able to stay up to watch, like, the night, like, Raw live. or SmackDown live. SmackDown had already been done when I started watching. But Coach used to present like a recap show, and that's what I used to watch. It's been about 99 or 2000. I feel old now. Oh, anyway. What's the next game? Alright, here we go. We're playing black again. Whenever I'm playing black, I'm slightly cautious. I'm always wondering if white's going to go for the 3-move checkmate. Yep, he is going for the 3-move checkmate. I had a feeling. I don't know why. Something told me this one's going to go for the 3-move checkmate. But it doesn't work, so I've already put the knight out. Just want to try something. This is really cheeky what I'm trying. Yep. Thought so. Just had an inkling. I think my goal again, it should be to go 500. I don't know how much longer we'll go. But if I can like win at least half my games. Although I am mostly facing lower rated opponents. As you can see, if I win this game, I literally win 0 rating points. And my opponent's disconnected after losing their queen, I think. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to save their queen from the knight attack, so they spotted the initial knight attack. And from 100, that's really good. But they didn't notice they put it right where I could attack it back. And again, they couldn't put it there because the pawn... It happens, it happens. Alright, next game. We'll go straight on. That one was very brief. Oh my word! A 2000? Okay. Oh, alright, chess.com. Ease me in gently, why don't you? This is actually quite scary. I don't know, what do you do against a 2000? I've never played a 2000. This is all too fast, I can't keep up. Trading pieces is really dumb against a play like this, but we'll do it anyway. Oh, this is scary. Why am I playing faster? I should be playing slower. Again, I should not be trading pieces. He knows what I'm doing. I'm always like, maybe he won't spot what I'm doing. He will spot what I'm doing. Yeah, he's a 2000. Wait. No, he's gonna go... Yeah. Queen trade. No. I do not want to do that. That would be detrimental to my health. This is so scary. Every move I do, I'm like, I'm gonna die. He's really going on the offense here. Wait a minute. Do I win this? I win this, right? Holy smokes, 2000 think of everything. I mean, that's why they're 2000s, I guess, but... I didn't even spot that. This is scary. I'm gonna lose on time. So... every move I do gets me taken. Okay. This is so scary. What's interesting is it's my own pawn that's blocking me. Now I don't think he wants to trade anymore. That's the interesting part. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what to do. If I take that, no matter what, I mean, I don't currently lose anything, right? So... if I take that, he takes with that. None of this benefits me. Screw it. I'm running out of time. This is really scary, by the way. Like, just watching a 2000 at work. Because a 2000 on chess.com is also like a serious 2000. Not that there are unserious 2000s, but, I know what he's trying to do. I just have no way of blocking it. What the hell did I just do that for? Okay, now that's it. GG, bruv. Yeah, that fell apart very quickly. GG. I lose on time. That's just scary, man. 2000! A 2000! I'll take that loss any day. Grandmasters on this site are like a 25, 2600. Wow. If I'm ever even half of that rating, I'll take it as an achievement. All right, we move on to the next game. Here we go. Okay, after facing a 2000, we're now 4-3, 4 out of 7. We're finally against a player who's very close to our own rating. I think this is the first opponent who's actually not way lower or way higher. Of course, our win-loss record, I think, if you adjust for rating, should be one higher than it is. As in, I should have won one more, given what my rating is. But I got trounced in that one instead. That was the first game against the first fella. Oh, wow. A queen out this early at this level? Okay. I'm curious. If a little confused. That's why I always move it back, just to tuck it in safely. I need to cover this square. For now, quite honestly. Oh, okay, he counter-moved me. Because my move was this. That was a bad move, by the way. Let's put some pressure on the center of the board. Guessing he moves there. Could move here. Okay. Let's keep attacking. I quite like the idea of attacking both pieces. No, not that. Attacking this and that. And that. This has to maybe move there. Ooh. Okay. I kind of want to take this. But that doesn't really help me. Yeah. Honestly, I'd rather him not have his knight than his rook. I don't really care about the rook much. Sure. I'm happy to trade. I still have an escape route up here. As long as I have that, I'm okay. Let's bring the rooks across. Let's activate the rooks. The one thing you'll notice throughout all of my games, I am terrible at activating rooks. And I mean, like, ungodly terrible at activating rooks. This could be interesting. That's something to look out for. I'm perfectly content with swapping sides. Check. Okay. This seems like a dumb move at first. That's largely because it is. But behind it, there is a slight layer of thinking. Okay, I didn't think I'd get the chance to trade. I will absolutely take the chance to trade. Let's protect this pawn. For no other reason than I think it interferes with what he's trying to do. Okay, he's blocking off his own piece. I'm running out of time. I'm in a lot of trouble. It's over. Oh, I lost on time. That one hurt. That one really hurt because I think I was actually playing better. I just took too long. I don't know if you can see their time. I'll scroll up a little. You can't see their time. So they have 0.6 seconds left on the clock. See if I can show you guys really briefly. Just real quick. 0.6. I just divoted a touch too long. Oh, that one hurt. That one actually, I feel the pain. I could feel the pain of that one. You see, that was one where I felt I really should have won. All right, we'll play one more game and then we'll probably call it a night. And of course, we're against an 1175. You know what? I'm just going to play my way. That was a bad idea. Soon? Don't play your way. Doesn't work. I'm going to take a bit of a risk here. I'm going to castle queenside. Ha! Kidding! I don't take risks. I mean, yeah, you could do this. I just counter by doing that. Okay, now they're going to target the other pawn, I'm guessing. Okay, I'm not really seeing what the point of that move was. Let's just put pressure on the queen and see what happens. That's kind of, if you haven't figured out already, my modus operandi is just put pressure on the queen, see what magic happens. Shit, that was a nice move. That was a nice move. Gotta give it to him. I kinda didn't want to do this. Alright, we've really simplified the board now. Alright, we'll just have to see how it goes. Honest to God. Checkmate. Yeah. You know what? I did not see that coming. And that probably means it's time to end it, everyone. Thank you all for watching. I've been Dunes. This has been immensely painful. I really think I need to get my head clear and to study before I play in another tournament. That was hard. But it was fun. It was fun. A lot of good opponents. That 2000 player. That is a hell of a guy to run into. Either way, I'm off now. And I'll see you all